I am here to talk to you today about a journal called the Self Journal, and it is, for me, the beginning of the 2019 year, and I am going to be putting down my hopes, my dreams, my ambitions, and recording them all in a planner. So what I want to do for you is give you an honest review about a planner that I have purchased. And so my name is Tina Lawson. We've never met before, and I am a teacher, a mom. I love all things office supply. I am working really hard to try and establish the best path forward for me. So I was using the Self Journal that I will be talking about today. When did I start this one? I started this July 2000. And when you get the journal, it comes in this very nice box. It's, oops, something just popped out. It's a really sturdy box. Don't really know what I'll do with the box. I guess you could keep tchotchkes in it. But it comes in this box. It comes with a loop for a pen. It comes with a card that helps you to write down your morning and your evening rituals. I didn't use this last time. So this is the booklet that comes with it, and it talks about how it works. There's how the journey begins, and then there's there's lots of quotes, and I'll show that in the book, which is really nice. But there's a lot in here about how to use the journal. It talks about the daily habits, morning and evening, that comes with this card. Talks about the community. Then there's 7 journal principles. Craft your goals into a 13-week roadmap. I never really did that. Zero-based calendar, don't know what that means. Practice leaving zero white space. Oh, zero-based, so I'll show you. There's a daily calendar, and it's by the hour, and the goal is to fill in all of your blocks. Another thing is prioritizing, being proactive and productive, flexibility and freedom, tracking and reflection. There's a lot of reflection in this. And it wants you to bookend your day. You start off your day with what you're grateful for, and you end your day with what you're grateful for. And so it shares with you all the different components of the book. I really didn't do a whole lot with this, just saying. So even without doing all that, I did get a lot out of this book. Now, like I said, I started this journal in July. It was actually August. So August, September, October. Then I ran out of the monthly calendars, but I still had more of the daily calendar, more of these calendar pages, so I just kept using it past the time. Something that was neat that I didn't think I would like at first, but then I did appreciate, was the monthly calendar. I filled it in, but I didn't really use it. But then they had these, I'll show you another blank one. They have these blank weekly. And what they talk about on the weekly is they have weekly milestones, then it goes through what your overview of your week is. The thing that I found I used and helped me was these habit trackers. And you listed out what you wanted to track. So some of the things that I tracked was meditating, exercise, reaching out to people. Then one of the other things that was really shocking to me that I had struggles with at the end of each week was, what is the happiest event that happened this week? That was hard for me to fill out. What were your 3 big wins for the week? Maybe it's because I didn't have the roadmap, but I tried to fill them out, but it didn't really do much for me. Review your goal and assess your progress. How did you spend your time this week? How will you improve for next week? Again, I didn't put as much time into the 13-week roadmap. I tried to, but I really struggled with what I was going to have as goals. So maybe if you are better at that part, you'll be able to access all of the different pieces. And then the last part on that was, what was the biggest lesson you learned from this week? That was pretty interesting. So that you get a week for every week in the 13 weeks, and then you get into the daily. And that's where every day hour by hour, you're listing what you're doing. At the bottom, you're putting down what you're grateful for each day, each morning. Then you have what your goals are. So that's, if you roadmap properly, you would pull those, your targets, and then there's always a quote, and the quotes were really good. And then lessons learned, your wins for the week, and then each night what you're grateful for. What I found myself to do really well was every day map out hour by hour and do what I was grateful for, and then make a to-do list, because you could do notes here. What I wasn't so good is at the end of the day doing my lessons learned, my wins, and my nightly gratitude. Because what I would just do is jump to planning for the next day. There's also a lot of space in the back for just notes, and it's dotted. It's dot graph paper, and it's perforated, which was very nice. So overall, I think it is a great journal. I didn't use it to the full capacity that I could have. I didn't do the no white space option. I was better some days at filling in all of it. I have over time learned that I like this kind of format. I went from I only could look at my life in a monthly sense, then I got to a weekly sense, and now I really do like breaking the day down hour by hour. And so I would say overall it's a really good journal, and it is expensive, not overly expensive. There was one journal I bought that was a year-long flu gorgeous thing. It was like a work of art, and that was not worth the money because I didn't use it at all. But this one, I got it on Black Friday when there was free shipping and there was a percentage off, so I actually got two, so I'm feeling very hopeful. And in the show notes, there's a link that you can use to get to the Best Self website. If you wanted to order it, I also think you can get it on Amazon. So keep you posted and check in the show notes for the link.